Hey guys, welcome back to the Silver Case. And for some reason, my brain just shorted out there. This is TJ Gamer Girl signing on. So, last episode, we did a little more investigating, and we found out the names of the two boys who were affected. One of them had their mouth sewn shut, which was the person that we sent the. Well, we didn't send it, that we gave the suitcase with the diamond. So, it's possible that my theory that Sumio is involved might have been wrong. So, let's see if we can find out more info. Yukimura Mansion bombers commit suicide. Are you sure? Perpetrators of the bombing in Yukimura were found to have committed suicide. Two suspects also on board. Wonderful. With the press embargo, this is still top secret, but it looks like the chairman Yukimura was kidnapped. The kidnappers were two people from Mikumo 77, Fuyuki and Hisaki. But Hisaki died immediately after the Yukimura mansion bombing, so it looks like the main perpetrator was Fuyuki. Although there was an embargo on Fuyuki and Hisaki's suicides too, it was broken. Hisaki was blind, and Fuyuki, the one who jumped into the smokestack and killed himself, was a deaf mute. So he is dead. Now don't freak out, but both men had their eyes and mouths sewn shut. So most of what the bat had said matches up. I never thought this whole thing would get this bad. But why did those two return Chairman Yukimura unharmed and then kill themselves? Maybe Hisaki dying messed up their plans, so Fuyuki decided to die too. Something's definitely not right here. This whole case is still full of mysteries. The mail has been sent to reach you on a specific date. I'm not the bat. My name is Hisaki. This is probably disappointing for you. When I first received your mistaken mail, it was kind of fun. And so as thanks, no, actually, as a prank, I chose you to be a spectator for my little parade. You were apparently quite a good spectator. I'm happy about that. Do you like the fireworks? The bat was Hisaki. No. I just thought he was the bat, but it turned out that I happened to have been talking to Hisaki all along. Why was he able to write mails even though he was blind? Voice? Thing? Maybe? I don't know. One carton of the regular. There you go. Placebo, right? It's hot again today. Well, it's summer, so... By the way, do you have good eyesight? Not especially. I can just make out the 88 on that big sign way over there. That's actually Ba from Bath. Oh. Guess I didn't notice. It's not a problem of noticing. What do you do when you watch TV and stuff? I turn the volume way up so I can see properly. Turning the volume way up. That's basically the same as seeing, right? Wait a second. Sound. Yeah? There was a phrase I heard somewhere that sound is how the blind can see. Don't know if that's actually accurate or not. I'm not blind. And I don't know any blind people, so I can't ask. Though I feel like asking, what's it like being blind, would be kind of rude. Not just rude. Possibly inappropriate as well. Turns out that blind internet users aren't rare at all. There are all sorts of systems for the blind, like voice input, text reading functions, all kinds of shit. I feel like Isaki was the kind of guy you just can't hate. He was almost definitely the bomber. But apart from that, when I think about our back and forth via mail, he really had a good sense for that sort of prank. I don't know how good of a spectator I was, though. I received my final mail from the Bat, or Hisaki, rather. I'll forward it to you. He likely died because of what they planned to do. I think the stuff these guys are doing was all part of the plan from the beginning. The HC unit is probably handling Yukimoto's kidnapping. Either way, since the guy is really well known, the embargo should be on for a while. It'll be a while before I can get info from the HC unit again. I wonder if Yukimoto is really unscathed. Considering Hisaki and Fuyuki's feelings, it's pretty hard to think that Yukimoto will come back on totally unscathed. I don't care about the mystery anymore. Once the media gets hold of this, all the bullshit's gonna start flying again. Whatever. Anyway, apparently while I was searching for the Bat, I ended up finding a different one instead. The blood-sucking type. Pretty fucked up dude. Wonder if they ever made it to the princess after all. So the next thing we should be hearing about is the fact that the snow tower's gone kaboom. It looks like something happened to the old survivor from Mikumo. I got a call from the old lady living next door to him this morning. She didn't know who to call, so she saw my business card and called me. At this point, it looks like he'll be okay, but he could take a turn for the worse at any time. I want to go talk to him ASAP, but all sorts of stuff about the Yukimoto news has been popping up and I can't get away. Could you go and check on him for me, please? Get a hold of me later tonight and I should be able to drive out there. I guess it's best to talk to the old man before he dies off. I may end up not even being a joke. Alright. Looks like we're gonna be visiting the old man again. Hope he's okay. There's some really fishy shit going down. Guess I should hurry. Why play this music when we've come to visit the old man? This is carnival music. Hope the old dude's okay. Huh? Oh. Do you have any relatives close by? I've been living here on my own for years now. But the old lady next door takes good care of me. So I do okay. Really? By the way, you're... Oh, it's you. Do you really remember me? Yeah, Fuyuki. Good to see you, boy. It's Morishima. I'm Fuyuki's friend. I see. Yeah. I know the name of one more, too. Kiseki. No, wait. Hiseki. Oh, yeah. And the girl. Riru. Riru. That's her name? Yeah. A relative of the Yukimura family. The Yukimura family? I see. So this Riru girl was sacrificed by the crazy mob because of her ties to the Yukimura family. You didn't know that? No, sorry, it's the first I've heard of it. The fourth poem. Eaten by their parents, so that's what that means. And one more. Huh? The deaf one. I remembered. Huh, what are you talking about? The deaf one. That was Zidu, wasn't it? Hiseki, have you forgotten? What? Your boss, right? Who is... Come on, buddy, old man. Still too early to die just yet. I can't believe you've forgotten. I guess you must... You must have gone soft in the head too. The fuck are you talking about? My boss? Was there one more person? Oh yeah. The fuck? This guy, man. Who? Take it back. It's possible Sumiya was indeed involved in all this. Oh. 5 days later, Yukimura has gone boom. Again. First it was his mansion, now it's him in the tower. So... But wait, he can't be deaf. He seems to hear us just fine, you know? It's already August. Should be hotter. Shit, I totally forgot about whittling that wood. Ow, I just kicked something. I should probably play with you too. What should we do? Sorry, Red. I'll give you some shrimp later. Excuse me. Hello? It's me. Erika? Did something happen? It looks like the embargo will be lifted any time now. The embargo, huh? If this were an embargo on Israel, I bet it would have been lifted years ago. You trying to be funny? Why do you always have to screw around like that? I'm not screwing around. This is just how I was written, that's all. Is that a fourth wall break? Whatever. Listen. The weather hasn't been this nice in a long time, right? The weather's been pretty ugly recently, you know? Why don't we go fishing? Are you asking me out? It was worth a try, I guess. I'm hanging up now. Okay, bye. Yeah, you screwed the pooch on that one, too. Yeah, here we are. I guess I'll get going then. Hi. If you're looking for Tetsu, he's not here. Actually, today I'm here to see you. Me. I want you to tell me a fairy tale. Go ask your mommy. My mommy isn't here, and that blind kid is dead, so... It's a long story. But if you don't mind. A long story. Sounds nice. Don't blame me if you fall asleep partway through. Come on! I wanted to hear the story too! Man. Mikumo 77 bombed. Yep, there it is. Covering a 4 km radius. Someone attempting to destroy the Yukimura group is responsible. Assume that no one was killed or injured because the place is freaking empty. Then what was up with that girl that was just disappearing into nothingness? Like, full-on Ghost in the Shell shit was going on near the end there. Gotten big again. How about it? We should go fishing together. Or maybe just sunbathing, I guess. Okay. Guess I'll just write it all up at once. Now, why did this music have to... It was Sumio. Sumio answered almost all the questions I had. All off the record, of course. I just showed him the 4 mails I received from Hisaki. Sumio checked them all. I'll call Sumio, Fuyuki, and Hisaki the Mikumo boys. The Mikumo boys were childhood friends. Sumio had been their leader for the entire 20 years. "20 years ago, there was a beautiful girl named Riru Yukimura, who was like the 3 boys' idol. Riru was raised in a branch family of the Yukimura group, and is a distant relative. Riru's family was given some of the Mikumo 77 land. Some time later, the pollution problem at Mikumo 77 came to light. Mikumo was surrounded by a photochemical smog, and the river was full of water polluted by that narcotic. Soon, anti-industrial protests at the factory would begin as well, with demonstrations filling the streets every Sunday. Residents sarcastically refer to this as the parade. The parade would get more and more lively each weekend, and then one day, the residents formed a violent mob and attacked the Yukimura house. The residents, all fucked up from the narcotic in the water, were terrified of the extremely beautiful and early maturing Riru, and believed she was a witch. Riru became a symbol of the Yukimura family who had caused them so much pain and suffering. That day, Riru's parents, terrified of the encroaching mob, left their daughter at home and on her own and ran away. Oh my god. Yeah, parents of the frickin' year. The Mikumo boys barely managed to save Riru from the mob and brought her to the mountains to escape. But while Sumio was looking away, Riru was taken away by the mob. Riru was sacrificed and died. Because they tried to help her escape, an example was made of the three boys. For hearing Riru's words and being enchanted, Sumio had his ears stabbed out. So does he have a hearing aid to help him hear? Because it seems like he can hear just fine. For seeing Riru's cute disguise and being fooled, Hisaki had his eyes sewn shut. And for swearing allegiance to the demon Riru, Fuyuki had his mouth sewn shut. And then... the Mikumo boys spent the next 20 years silently plotting their revenge on everyone. Sumio joined the HC unit. He became really good at lip reading and learned to control his intonation when speaking. He faked all of his physical tests at the Central Police Academy and bribed an examiner to pass him for the hearing tests. Okay, that makes sense. That's actually kinda cool. Sumio? Too bad you were part of this scheme, huh? He used special radios and cell phones created by Hisaki to avoid being found out. Hisaki developed software that would convert incoming transmissions into Braille. The software was installed into all communication devices used by Sumio. The Mikumo boys' goal was simple: the complete and utter destruction of the Yukimura concern. They put their plan into motion. For the Yukimura mansion bombing, while Sumio gathered security for his stakeout, Fuyuki kidnapped Chairman Yukimura and confirmed that there was nobody left at the house, and then Hisaki blew it up. After that, Hisaki committed suicide as planned, to ensure that they couldn't be traced. He had already set up the bomb at Snow Tower before killing himself. At the same time, Fuyuki had Chairman Yukimura on lockdown. Fuyuki sent 2 videos to Investigation HQ to show them that Yukimura was still alive. Sumio met with the locked-up chairman several times. That explains why he was gone! Those few times. And made a promise with him to get him to destroy the Yukimura group himself. Forced to make a painful choice, Yukimura finally agreed. Fuyuki demands the ransom. Once it's received, he throws himself into the smokestack. Another suicide, just as planned. The Then, Chairman Yukimura blows up Snow Tower by his own hand. The Yukimura group has now been scattered to the wind. But the story doesn't end here. The Mikumo boys' final target was Mikumo 77. They still had the purification of the cursed land on which Mikumo 77 stood, and the release of Liru's restless soul to take care of. Sumio didn't mention it, but there was no way the Mikumo boys would let that dilapidated town remain. Anyone who's seen the grotesque remnants of Mikumo 77 would agree. Does Sumio plan to die? Or does he plan to atone for his sins by continuing to live on? Where did Fuyuki and Hisaki's hopes lie? Of course, I have no idea. Princess Aurora slept the sleep of death at the top of the tower. Princess Aurora was reborn as beautiful as ever, but over the past 20 years, Liru would have been mummified, and her remains would be turning to dust by now. This parade must have begun from the feeling that the princess couldn't be returned to such a filthy place. So it wasn't just 2 boys. That's where I first fucked up. I worked out the final riddle we had overlooked. By the way, August 2nd, 1979 was the day Liru died. As for 77564, when I showed it to Sumio, he laughed and answered. Apparently it was the secret code he told Yukimura to use to blow up Snow Tower. Only the memory of the princess and the 3 boys. The clouds are dirtied black and the village died out. Then a nightmare-eating chimera disappears along with the wind. The wording was purposely confusing. This was just a simple joke, basically. This was the bomb warning that Hisaki gave me. The princess and 3 boys. Only their memories. Mikumo was dirtied black, and once the Yukimura had been wiped out, the nightmare-eating explosion disappeared with it. And here I was freaking hoping Sumio wasn't actually shell shock. Yeah. So, what's gonna happen to Sumio when we start the next chapter? Is he gonna be gone? Because, duh, he was involved in killing Kamidrome. Alright, well, that'll be it for this episode. Next episode, we'll start up Kamidrome. Till then, this is the Gamer Girl, signing off. Bye-bye.